Hey, welcome back to Ladies Olive. Be another hot day today. I'm actually going to be upgrading my doors on my barn and putting a small deck to the doorway to my workshop. And eventually, I'm going to run a set of stairs down. So yeah, I'm going to take you guys along and show you how I'm actually going to build the doors for my barn. Cut it all upstairs and work. Now, these doors are going to be 8 inches narrower than the ones that are existing, and they're also going to be 4 inches shorter. I'm going to raise them up off the ground and put a kick plate on the floor on the inside so that I'm not hitting the ground every time I open the doors. These are top rails and bottom rails. Now this is pretty simple. Doing this is just 4 boards. You lay them down, they're 10 inches wide, 40-inch top and bottom rails, which holds them straight together. Now this is the diagonal piece which strengthens the door and stops it from moving. Now whichever side you're putting your hinges on when you're hanging a fairly heavy door, when you put this bracket on, it needs to be at the bottom of the door towards the hinges. That way, over time, it doesn't sag. It will stay this shape pretty much forever. Now, if you put it this way, like this, what happens is it's actually pushing down on this end of your door, and it will cause the door to twist over time. So if you keep it this way, on the side where the hinges are going, then it will never move. Because then what's happening is when the door is pushing down, it can't come down any further because it's already sitting on a solid end where the hinges are. Now the angles on this is going to be different. The height and the width makes a difference to this angle. My angle here was 30 degrees. Okay. Doors put together. Now we need to turn it over so we can put our extra screws. Because this is a fairly heavy door, you have to put quite a few screws in to make sure it stays nice and solid. You don't want it moving. Let's flip it back over. Now, I've built a lot of barns in my lifetime for other people. This is how I always built some doors. I built some pretty big doors. I built some that were like 10 feet tall and 7 or 8 feet wide. Usually we use a lot bigger material and huge hinges, but this is basically the best way to build a barn door. And it works great, lasts almost forever, even though this isn't pressure treat, but eventually I'll paint the outside of it red to match the rest of the barn. Well, yeah, so it sits like this. The hinges will go to that side over there because that's the bottom, and like I said before, because the door is going to want to sag from this point down. Well, if it can't move at that end because that's where the hinges are, then it's not going to come down. But now if you had it the other way, it would sag over time because it's not actually stopping it from moving. It's kind of like holding it up. This is actually a structural beam that can't move unless the entire door moves. So yeah, that's a door. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I have all the doors built now, so now I'm about to hang them. I haven't tried them yet, so I'll take you guys along and we'll find out just how difficult it's going to be. Now, you have to understand, this barn is not level by any stretch of the imagination, and the boards are kind of crooked in the base. But we'll see what happens. Now, I've already measured from the floor up to the header, and there and up. It's not going to sit perfectly square in the hole because the hole isn't square. The opening isn't. But yeah, so if you just put a block on each side, one in close to where the hinges are going and one on the outside, usually that helps a lot. So most of the time you can kind of just pick the door up, lay it on top of those blocks you got there, and hope it works. Well, this one seems to be working. Now, I never put all the screws into the hinge right away. Now, I still have to do all the stops and everything in here, but yeah, the door looks like it's working quite well. Yeah, I thought so. Door's got to go up at least another inch higher than what it is right now. Hardly anything ever works out perfect when it comes to doors. Okay, not bad at all. It actually worked out pretty good. Once they're trimmed now and all the trimming is put around and everything's done, they'll look good. Everything will be all nice and square and flat. Okay, cool. Now I got to pull down this header piece, the piece above, the bottom header of that upper door. Got to tear all that off, cut off that rotten OSB that's up there, put a piece of truck pressure treat in, and that's where I'm going to run my deck off of up top. But I'm not doing that today. It's just too hot out here right now. So the doors are made. They're installed. I just got a bunch of trim work to do on them. When I come back to do the upper deck, show you guys how I'm going to trim out these doors and make them look a lot better than what they do right now. So yeah, that's the doors I just built right there. They look so much better than the old ones that were on there. Maybe consider subscribing, smash the like button, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of this video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and thanks for watching.